So, what if you could decode the hidden rules of human interaction? I mean, really understand them. That's exactly the promise of Robert Greene's super controversial book, The 48 Laws of Power. But look, we're not going to treat this like some kind of villain's handbook. Instead, think of it as a masterclass in strategy, a toolkit for understanding the unwritten rules of influence that, let's face it, shape all of our lives.
And this right here is the whole idea. The book basically argues that power isn't about being good or evil. It's just reality. It's like gravity. You can choose to ignore it, but you're not going to escape its pull. So understanding it, well, that's the first step to navigating it.
And this is the real question, isn't it? Because whether you decide to play the game of power or not, you gotta remember, other people are playing. And being ignorant of the rules isn't a shield, it just makes you a pawn on someone else's board.
Now, to be super clear, the point here isn't to be manipulative. It's about being aware. It's about recognizing these power dynamics when they pop up in your own life so you can handle them with purpose instead of just becoming a victim of them. Really, it's all about strategic survival.
Okay, so first up, let's dive into the art of perception. You know, a whole bunch of these laws aren't really about what you do, they're about what you're seen doing. Because if you can control the story people tell about you, you can basically shape your own reality.
Okay, let's take law number 1, never outshine the master. Now, this isn't about being bad at your job, not at all. It's about managing your boss's ego. Think about it. If your talent and your brilliance make them feel insecure, you're not really setting yourself up for a promotion, are you? You're actually setting yourself up to be undermined.
So the tactic here isn't to hide your skills. It's to frame your successes as a reflection of their brilliant mentorship. See how that works? When you make your superiors look good, they suddenly have every reason in the world to pull you right along with them. It's a quiet, strategic way to advance.
All right, let's talk about a huge pillar of strategy: keeping people guessing. It's simple, really. If your opponents, or hey, even your allies, know what your true goals are, you're giving them everything they need to block you, or redirect you, or even just steal your idea outright. Mystery is a really powerful weapon, right? Because you can't argue with something that was never said. You can't counter a move that you don't even know is coming. By keeping your long-term plans to yourself, you give yourself complete freedom to move. People will try to guess what you're doing, they'll probably get it wrong, and all that confusion, it actually works in your favor. Okay, I know what you're thinking. This sounds like it completely contradicts the last law, doesn't it? Conceal your intentions, but demand attention? Well, the key here is to know the difference between your plans and your presence. Keep the plans secret, for sure, but make your image, your reputation, totally public. Because in the game of power, being forgotten is the same as being irrelevant.
It's a crowded world out there. Being invisible is basically a death sentence for your ambitions. You have to create an image for yourself that stands out. It doesn't have to be loud or flashy, but it absolutely must be memorable. Because attention, well, that's the currency of influence.
So, you've shaped how people see you. Now what? Well, the next set of laws is all about strategic action. This is about how you deal directly with your allies and your rivals when it's finally time to make a move. This one perfectly shows the difference between common advice and Greene's, well, ruthless pragmatism. Law 15 says that doing things halfway is just dangerous. An enemy you only sort of defeat is going to recover. They're going to learn from their mistakes and they're going to come back for revenge. A clean final action just takes them off the board completely.
Now this one isn't about using brute force. Not at all. True control comes from understanding psychology. Every single person out there has an insecurity or a secret desire or a deep-seated fear. This law is all about becoming a student of human nature so you can find that one psychological lever.
And here's how it's done. It all starts with quiet observation. You have to listen way more than you speak. Then you identify that core emotional driver. Is it their pride, their greed, their fear? Once you know where that lever is, you can apply just a little bit of subtle pressure to guide their actions. You're not dominating them. You're just letting their own psychology do all the work for you.
So, we've looked at perception and we've looked at action. But what's the thing that ties it all together? Greene saves his most profound, most important lesson for last. This is the ultimate strategy that sits on top of all the others.
This is Law 48. Assume formlessness. And honestly, this is the absolute peak of strategic thinking. If you have a predictable pattern, a rigid way of doing things, you are a fixed target. And what happens to fixed targets? They're easy to defeat. Just
Think about it for a second. Water can be gentle or it can be a crushing force. It flows around obstacles, it changes its form to fit whatever container it's in. To be formless means you're constantly evolving your strategy so that no one can ever get a firm grip on who you are or what you're going to do next.
And that is the ultimate advantage. It's your best defense and your best offense, all rolled into one. When your enemy can't possibly anticipate your next move, they're always reacting, always one step behind you. They're left fighting shadows.
So after all these laws, all these external strategies, where do we end up? Well, this is where Greene turns the camera inward. Because true, lasting power isn't really about the games you play with other people. It's about the mastery you achieve over yourself.
And this right here, this is the real foundation. Before you can influence anyone else, you have to master your own impulses. Emotional reactions, those are weaknesses. You have to become a disciplined student of human nature. Every move has to be deliberate, never just a reaction.
Ultimately, this one idea just reframes the entire book. The 48 laws aren't just a box of tools you pull out when you need them. They're more like a training regimen. By observing them and understanding them, you actually change the way you think and operate. Power isn't something you take, it's something you become.
And that's really the question we're left with. Now that you have this understanding of strategy and human nature, the choice isn't just about what you're going to do, it's about who you will choose to become. The board is set. It's your move.